Okay, next under new business, we have major subdivision land development and Energy Thermal Development LLC, Clear River Energy Center, Walnut Road, Burrillville, map 120, lot 7, map 135, lot 2, map 137, lots 1, 2, 3, and 21, map 153, lots 1 and 2, and it's a master plan review and informational meeting. The way this is going to work this evening, or what we've been charged to do, and Mike's going to tell you about this in a second, what we've been charged to do is to look at the conformance with the comprehensive plan. The comprehensive plan has many things in it which are in favor of this development, and many things which are not in favor of this development. The planning board has been asked to give an advisory opinion only. So this is not an approval. We don't have the approval ability, as you probably know already. It is with the Energy Siting Board. They have the approval. However, we've been asked for an advisory opinion on the project. So we, the planning board, will do what we normally do, which is take all of the information that we have, ask many questions, but we do not have the ability to approve. We do have the ability to list its compliance with the comprehensive plan and with the noise ordinance. And those are the only two things that we've been told that we have any jurisdiction over. So this evening, we have the town's consultants here, and we also have the applicant is here with their consultants. And what they're going to do is make a presentation, both of them, on many of the issues, and we've got a tremendous amount of information here, on all of the issues that are being discussed about the possible plant. So, the way it's going to go tonight is we're going to have a presentation from our new representative town solicitor. Tom is going to detail what will happen when the public is set and ready to speak. We will have our consultants go first, then Venergy's consultants, then we'll open it up to the public for any comments that they have. And the planning board will be asking questions as we go along. Hopefully, as we ask questions and they answer a lot of yours, this evening we can go until 10 o'clock. And hopefully, by the time you're done, we will answer all of the questions that you may have. So, without further ado, Tom?
Jeff, I'll just make mention before I pass it to Attorney Mike McElroy on my left. I have a red book here. It's a sign-in sheet for those people who want to present verbal testimony or written testimony. It would be good that you sign these. So to the extent people want to sign it and do that, because I only see 2, 4, 5 names here, I'm going to put the book here and ask that you come up and sign if you want to speak. And then by the time we get to that portion of the meeting, hopefully, we'll be ready to go with that. You'll have 5 minutes to speak, and I have an iPad here, a little countdown thing. I'm going to count down from 5 minutes. So with that, I'll give it to Mike.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As people have said, my name is Mike McElroy. I'm an assistant town solicitor, and I'll be advising the planning board this evening. As the chair said, the planning board is sitting at the direction of the Energy Facility Siting Board, commonly known as the EFSB. The EFSB has ordered the planning board to render an advisory opinion regarding 2 specific matters. 1, whether the Energy facility would be a land use consistent with the town's comprehensive plan. And 2, whether Energy will be able to comply with the town's noise ordinance during both construction and operation. In addition, the EFSB has directed the zoning board to render an advisory opinion as to 1, whether the Energy facility will meet the requirements of the town's zoning ordinance and whether any variance should be granted. 2, whether a special use permit should be granted to exempt the facility from construction hour restrictions. And 3, whether Energy will be able to be compliant with the horrible noise ordinance both during construction and operation, and if not, whether a variance should be granted. The following is the ground rules that we've established for this hearing. The experts hired by the town to advise the planning board will individually present summaries of their findings. They will then be questioned by the planning board and by Energy. At I believe that most, if not all, of the town's expert reports have already been posted on the town's website. It is possible that additional or supplemental reports will be furnished in the future that may be considered before the planning board issues its advisory opinion. I believe the town intends to post any such additional or supplemental reports on its website. 2. After the town's experts present their information, Invenergy will be given an opportunity to present its expert witnesses, and they will then be questioned by the planning board. 3. After the experts for both the town and Invenergy have finished their presentations, there will be opportunity for public comment. Public comment will be limited to those who have signed the public comment sign-in sheet that Tom put down on the bottom of the stage. The public commenters will be called to provide their comments in the order in which they are listed on the sign-up sheet. As Tom said, each commenter will be limited to a maximum of 5 minutes, and this limit will be enforced using the iPad, and a little bell will go off when it reaches 0. No commenter will be allowed to speak more than once. The commenters should direct their comments only to the board chair. Commenters will not be allowed to directly question the town's experts or Invenergy's experts. If a commenter would like to have a question presented to any of the experts, the commenter should pose that question to the chair. The board will then decide whether it wishes to explore the suggested question with any of the experts. However, any time spent exploring those questions with the experts will count toward the commenter's 5-minute limit. It is the board's intention to conclude this hearing no later than 10 p.m. tonight. We're hoping that we'll get done and we will not have to continue to another day. But if we don't get done, we'll have to decide at that time the best way to handle it. The town is going to go first in the presentation of its experts, and just so you'll have a little preview of coming attractions. First, we're going to deal with the noise issues through Mr. Hessler. Next, the air issues through Mr. Eppner. Next, the ammonia issues through Mr. Hebner. Next, the traffic issues through Mr. Jackson. Next, Mr. Jackson will also handle the master plan review. And finally, on the MTBE water and sewer issues, Mr. Jackson and Mr. Hebner will both present. So that's the schedule.
I would just say that for those people submitting written comment, when you're done, please give it to me over here and I'll be collecting that.
Thanks. Prior to the testimony of each of the expert witnesses, we're going to ask the court reporter to swear them in. If it's okay, Mr. Chairman, we'll bring up the first announcements.
Very good, thank you, sir.
David Hessler.